Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm going to give everybody a little bit of time to kind of get plugged in and get logged in and show up. I'm Katie. I'm your Mad Money Mama. And I have had the complete and total joy of learning about each of you through my own journey in digital marketing, as well as just what's going on in your life and how this amazing field can help you to accomplish your goals and dreams. So I decided this week that I'm going to try to start something new. Most Thursdays you can find me sitting in the parking lot at taekwondo practice, which is where my child is right now. And oh yes, and I am still wearing my teacher keys because I am that full-time teacher and solo parent who is just living the dream, doing the things, and building a life for myself and my son that we can be proud of and excited about. So again, let's give everybody some time to come on board and get settled in. I've got some exciting things I want to share with you, some new things that are coming with Legacy Builder, Poseidon Property Management. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, welcome. Anyway, so I don't know about you all, but it's Thursday, and in the world of teaching, today is a great day because it's one day away from having a weekend of rest and respite and being able to do things that, you don't normally get to do during the week. So again, let's give everybody a little bit of time to get on board here. Hi, hello. So Thursdays are the night when we have taekwondo, and that's something my kiddo does 3 nights a week actually. And then on Monday nights we've got something different, scouts, and on Tuesday nights we've got piano. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that, not necessarily those activities, but how those activities actually help me to be able to do what I do in my online digital marketing business. So anyway, we're going to give everybody like 1 more minute, 30 seconds more to join us. So if you have not already learned, I'm Katie, and I am a solo parent, full-time teacher, and a digital marketing mentor. I am just loving the opportunities I have had because of the Legacy Builder program and the digital growth community. I've talked about that a little bit, or actually I talk about it all the time in all my videos and all my posts, but my story started back in November, actually, when a lot of different things had happened in my life over the last 6 months prior, and then suddenly another thing happened, and it was a financial thing. The washing machine broke and had to be replaced and wasn't repairable because the guy came out and it was just done. And this, by the way, wasn't an old washing machine. It wasn't even 10 years old. So anyway, c'est la vie. That is the way it is. But that really launched me into taking a closer look at what I needed to do to start making some major transformational changes in my life so that I could not worry about how I was going to pay the bill for something like the new washing machine, which, by the way, the saga of the washing machine, it continues. So the new set, there's something wrong with that one too. So now I'm going back and forth, and I've got to give Costco like the high fives of all high fives because they have been amazing and taken really great care of me. But I digress. I'm off topic here. Anyway, so I learned about Legacy Builder through a friend of mine who had their own journey. They'd been in real estate their entire career. They were looking for a way to shift entirely what their focus was. And that's who I learned about this from. Somebody who went from selling homes to making upwards of $10,000 a month doing digital marketing and more, because their journey also continues. But the thing is, making false claims about income is not something that anybody should be doing. Everyone's story is different and every journey is different, and my journey is not that person's journey, nor is it anyone else's journey in the community or in the digital marketing world. Because what I want to accomplish right now in my life, the goals I have set, they're very different than some of the goals that other people have set for themselves. So anyway, Legacy Builder, what is it? Let's talk about that first. Legacy Builder, it is a done-for-you, step-by-step system. It's a training system that you invest in. Yes, you make an investment, and you use this to set up an entire business for yourself. And when was the last time you were able to start a business, any business really, for close to nothing, with no long-term overhead expenses or costs? The Legacy Builder program, it's a $900 investment, but because I made that investment, I have 100% resale rights. And those 100% resale rights provide me training that I honestly am still actually going through. There's just so much knowledge, the wealth of knowledge between the training videos, between everything I needed in order to set my business up, to get my things like sales funnels in place and my website going, and things that would capture emails of people so I can follow up with them, all of that. It was all there for me through the Legacy Builder, and it is still there for me. From launch to profit in 7 days, that's one of the modules that we have, and you can go through that module day 1, do the things on day 1, day 2, do the things on day 2, and this is all something you would do after you've gotten the back end, your back office set up, so to speak. I came from technology, and I'm actually now a teacher, but I came from technology, and prior to teaching, I actually owned my own business, and when I owned that business, no one taught me what to do. No one. I happened to work for a company prior to starting my own business, and I had a business where I worked with independent contractors. So I needed a scheduling platform. I needed my email. I needed a website. I needed all of it. And I figured it all out by myself. And while that challenge was fun for me, it was also a lot to figure out by myself. And there were lots of curveballs that I didn't even realize I needed to think about. This system, this program, this step-by-step process that you have available, which is really the investment you're making. You're investing in yourself, you're investing in learning, you're investing in ongoing training. All of those curveballs are completely avoided. There are no curveballs, because everything I needed to do to set my business up correctly, all the way down to getting my domain, getting my email, getting my website, getting my sales system, all of it was already created for me. And there are step-by-step 2, 3, 5-minute videos that I just walked through one at a time at my own rate and at my own pace, so that I didn't feel overwhelmed or any of that. That's what Legacy Builders did for me. By the way, that's just like the beginning of what Legacy Builders did for me. Not only did I get everything I needed to set up my business, I got everything I needed as well to continue building my business, growing my business, improving my business, improving my messaging. Because let's face it, we are all different, amazing, beautiful, and diverse people. And not all messages hit everyone the same, right? Figuring out who my ideal customer is. My ideal customer, I'm a mom, and I'm doing it alone. And I've always been alone as a mom. It's just been my journey with my kiddo, right? That's number 1. Number 2, I'm also a teacher, and I work really hard, and I was a midlife career change teacher. And that comes with its own challenges and also blessings. And I became a teacher for a lot of reasons. And right now, one of those reasons is playing itself out. My child attends my school, and next year they will be at the school next door to me. And it's beautiful, and it's amazing, and it's a lot. But the fact is, education, there's just not the level of income that might have been in careers I've had in the past. But I needed to make a change for myself and my family, and that at that time is what was right for me at that time. This wasn't even a thing back then. This wasn't even a possibility. 8 years ago, went back to school, got my master's, went into teaching. Had this been a thing back then, who knows? But now here I am. So what is new and what is coming? Legacy Builder is, like I said, it's the system and the investment I made. Legacy Builder is not just a training system. And by the way, I'm sitting in a parking lot, in case you're wondering why I keep looking around, because it's not really the safest area. Anyway, I also was instantly brought into an unbelievably supportive community. Now, we're on Instagram, and we have our own version of community here. We have people that we follow, people that we like, people who we learn from. But these communities they're popping up. It's a thing that is so important in business. When you're building something and you're alone, it feels very isolating. And I've said this before in some of my videos, but like teaching can sometimes feel that way. You feel like you're in a silo because you're just doing it by yourself and you don't know who to ask or who to talk to, especially when you're new. And in this business, I don't exist in a silo because I get to interact with other people on a daily basis through my digital growth community, which I'm a part of, which is something I'm a part of because of my Legacy Builder system and my Legacy Builder program. And not only am I part of an amazing community. Hi, Joseph. Thank you so much for joining. Not only am I part of an amazing community with Legacy Builder, I'm not learning my information on just pre-recorded videos. We have daily, weekly mentoring calls. So every week, there are days of the week when we actually get to log on to a live call. On Monday nights, it's Monday mentoring. So if you're part of the Legacy Builder system, you get to log on to a live mentoring call with the founder of the company, Michelle. And Michelle O'Neill is bringing it. She is, her passion and her joy and her belief in what she created. She created the Legacy Builder system, and she created it after coming from a place of dire need herself. She had a lot of things happen, and all of a sudden she needed to come up with a job basically and money to cover expenses like braces for her child or paying the rent or the bills. And that's a story that, can be covered at another time because it's not my story to tell. What story I can tell about that is she created all of this from that in 17 months. She not only did she blow her initial goal of financial freedom out of the water within the first month, she made over $1.7 million in the first 17 months. And last year alone, by the way, she started doing this, now it's going to be about 3 years, but last year alone, she made over $4 million. Now, I'm not Michelle O'Neill, but I am definitely following the proven system, the proven strategies that she has created and made available. And not only that, as part of the digital growth community, every quarter-ish, we do what's called a 90-day run. So right now we're on our 90-day run and we're on day 31. Hi, Kens. Thank you so much for joining. And on day 31, anyway, we are getting ready to launch Legacy 2.0. New look, new strategies, new everything. Because the fact is, this world of marketing, digital marketing, it's changing constantly. We don't know what these algorithms are going to be doing tomorrow or the next day, because we don't work for the companies, right? Unless we're on that inside track, we don't know. And so we have to be a part of something, a revolution, if you will, in this world of digital marketing, so where we are on top of the current trends, so that if we are doing things now that aren't going to work in a month, we get that insight so that we can pivot and we can pivot our business. And the other thing, I was talking about how we get to have these calls throughout the week. So Monday's Monday mentoring. Today, Tuesday and Thursday, there's always like a midday call, and I work full time. So what I do is I just catch the replay later if I have time, or if I want to. Sometimes I don't, because I just don't have time, and I'm focusing on building my business. I spend about 2 hours every day. Sorry, the sirens. Hopefully everybody's okay. Anyway, I spend about 2 hours every day sitting in the parking lot at Taekwondo like I'm doing right now, working on my business. Whether it is planning my posts or creating videos, this is actually something I do a lot in my car, or posting or responding to comments, or just working on my business. There are lots of different things that I do, but the most important things I do are what we call the daily method of operation, or what I call it. I think I'm probably calling it the wrong thing, but you handle your money-making activities first, and then you go back and you work on everything else second. Because you've got to work on the things that are going to help you grow your business and build your business and ultimately make you money. Because that's really what it all comes down to, is finding ways to create a passive income so that while you are out doing that day job, like me, teaching, trying to teach 7th graders how to write an essay. Wish me luck. That starts tomorrow. Making dinner at home because you've got a family to feed. Folding laundry because that just never ends. Whatever it is that you're doing. When you create a business, you set it up for success. You have things running in the background while you're doing all that other stuff. Passive income is something that then comes in while you're doing those things. And it's not because you're not working. It's because you set those things up and they're going on, like I said, in the background. It's amazing. When you've got a proven strategy that helps you to do those things, like this current 90-day run. The beginning of the 90-day run, we looked at newsletters. How can I go into my existing emails, my existing funnels? How can I create better engagement for myself? How can I create more genuine connections with my prospects or my existing clients, people I'm mentoring? These are all things that Michelle teaches us. And by the way, the 90-day run, Michelle's the one who actually is running the 90-day run. She gets on every single day without fail, sick or not, and she makes it happen because she has a vision and a mission. She's a hope dealer. That's what she's called herself. That's what she is. And that's what she's done for other people. She has made multiple 6-figure income people. People have made 6 figures because of her, with her, partnered with her, and through communities, creating a community. Communities are, that's my next step. My next step is to create my own community. And I know here I'm Mad Money Mama, but my community is actually going to be a little bit different, not in terms of what I'm, doing, but I am always, as soon as summer hits, we're on the road. We're gone. We go camping. We're in Scouts. So we're at summer camp. We're doing other things outdoors. So my community is going to be based on how can we do those things? How can we have that life based on, and still have an income? How can I have the journey that we want, have the adventures that we want, while still creating a passive income? And it's possible. So that's where my community is going to be focused, is helping other people who have that same vision and desire make it happen, make it possible. So Legacy Builder 2.0, I said this at the beginning, but that's launching. March is going to be massive. March is going to be, it's always a month of just complete transformation, incredible success for everybody, for people. It's March Madness. I don't know if you're a basketball fan, but March Madness is coming too. Baseball season's starting. All of these, spring is coming. All of this good stuff. Spring is the celebration of new life and new beginnings. It is the perfect time, if you haven't already done so, to make your decision to move ahead with starting your business, to start your journey in digital marketing, and to do this with a proven system that has your back. I've got people in my community, they don't even know, like, we've never met face to face, and they are out there asking me, how can I help you? Not creepy white, right? Not creepy wise, like, just what can I do to help you? If I had an issue with my site, my website, or my funnels, or any of the things I've set up on the back end for my business, or my emails, or my automations, I can log into a tech call and I can get help from the people who run the tech calls. And they often will have them at times where I'm not working, so I'm actually able to jump on and get some support. And if I'm not able to be on those calls, there are people in the community who are like, what's the problem? Tell me what's going on, and let me see if I can help you. And they do it. And they're not charging me money to do this either. It's all just part of what I gained by being part of Legacy Builder and the digital growth community. So I cannot wait for what's ahead. I'm excited to see. I don't even know what the new branding looks like, but the branding is going to be amazing. I'm 100% sure of it. The shift in focus around online social media platforms and so forth is going to be incredible. I've already got a vault full of materials and tools that I can use to grow my business, to be successful in what I'm doing. I have people who are out there rallying too. And that is not something we get when we run a business. how many people are business owners, entrepreneurs in this world who have a group of people who are out there to support them and not steal clients from them. That's what I've got here. We're all just out here trying to do our best, and everyone's journey is at a different place and on a different level. And I am just thankful that I found what I did in Legacy Builder. And I'm thankful, my friend Gina, I'm thankful that she introduced me to it. I'm thankful that she answered my questions. I'm thankful that she said, just go check it out. Here's the link. Just go watch this thing, watch the video, and check your email and look at your free blueprint. It's there. Check it all out. And then when you're done, let me know what your questions are. So that is my challenge for you. My challenge for you is, have you taken the time to really think about what you want for your life, and how you're going to get there, and the steps you will take to get there? Have you found a way to build the dreams and the life that you imagined? Are you in a place right now where you're stuck and you are miserable and you just don't how can I go to my job tomorrow? Is that where you're at right now? Because if you are, this is the time for you to start taking those first steps. And as cheesy as this sounds, you can actually do this with zero money down, because there are payment plans. And you know what? That's what I did. I didn't have the money to start that day. And so that's what I did. I did a payment plan. And then when I had my first success story, I was able to pay it off. And that's the way that we have to do things sometimes. So, where are you at in your journey? And what can I do to help you to start accomplishing the goals and dreams that you have set for yourself? Because you're worth it, and your life is going to be exponentially better when you make that decision to move forward, and you make that decision to invest in yourself. Knowledge is powerful. I'm a teacher, I know, but I've always thought knowledge is powerful. No one can take that away from you. And when you invest in yourself, you are investing in your future dreams and your future goals and everything you had imagined for your life. And it's possible for you to actually accomplish the goals and dreams you set for yourself. Maybe you need to pivot though. Maybe you need to shift what you're focused on, and maybe your time is now to do that. So what I'd love to offer you today is a copy of our Success Blueprint. It is free. And I also have something that I created. It is it's the top 10 tip. It's my top 10 tips for time management. So I struggle with time management. That's me. A little bit of ADD there. I get distracted very easily by lots of things. And time management, I look up and 2 hours have passed. So I have a little tool that I put together, and it's a time management tool, and I would love to share that with you. So if you have not already done so, head on over to my website. madmoneymama.com is my website, and plug in your email. What will happen is you will be redirected to a screen, but then on the back end, you're going to get an email from me. It's from me. These are the automations doing their job, and that email will have an attachment, 2 attachments. You'll get the blueprint, and you'll get that top 10 time management tips. If you have got any questions, I would love to answer any questions. I haven't seen any at this point. Thank you. And stay tuned. If you haven't already subscribed, if you haven't already followed me, be sure to follow me, because as I said, Legacy 2.0, it's coming, and it's coming soon. And I cannot wait to share with you what that is, what it looks like, what's going to be new and different and changed. And I cannot wait to answer any questions that you have. So without further ado, I will look forward to seeing you again on Thursdays. This will be my new thing. We're going to go live. We're going to hang out in the Taekwondo parking lot, and we're just going to talk. We're going to talk about digital marketing. Maybe we'll talk about, life. Maybe we'll talk about essays, because, I'm going to be reading a lot of 7th grade essays in the next week, and I'm not going to lie, I'm a little scared. Maybe you have some suggestions for me on that. I can help you with digital marketing. If you can help me with my essays, that'd be so great. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for all of your support. I can't wait to connect with you more and in the future, and I look forward to seeing you on my next live. Have an amazing day, everybody.